Alright, look, I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room. I am a huge fan of the Until Dawn video game. I have it for PlayStation 4. I have not played the PS5 remake yet, but I've beaten this game solo and with friends multiple times. Any opportunity I had where I knew I was going over a friend's house and they had interest in the game, I would bring it and we would play it from beginning to end. That being said, I really enjoyed this movie. I'm not some Sony shill, like I'm not being paid by Sony to talk about the movie. I freaking wish. Sony, if you've seen any of my posts about the movie and if you've liked anything I had to say, I'm down to be, someone paid to talk about future movies and products because boy needs money. So, but anyways, I'm not being paid to talk about the movie. I'm not a famous social media influencer. I'm not a plant, and I'm not a fake fan. And yes, I've beaten the game. It's silly to me how hardcore some fans of the game are going on social media claiming that this movie isn't Until Dawn without even giving it a chance, without even having seen it. As someone who's survived Until Dawn, watching it 6 times in a row from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., let me tell you, it's a good movie, and it is Until Dawn. You don't need to have a direct replica of the game in order to make a movie based off the game. This is an adaptation, and it seems to me that term, that word, is unfamiliar to a lot of people that are complaining about this movie without having seen it. Let's be honest, at its core, what is Until Dawn about? It's about a group of friends going to a location where a friend or more than one friend went missing exactly 1 year ago. When they get there, they encounter terrifying things where they're being chased and pursued by someone or something, and every decision that they make greatly impacts the outcome of whether they live or die. That is the core essence of the Until Dawn experience in the game, and it's there in the movie. And I think what they did with this movie was really good. Making an exact replica of the game's story just would not translate well to film. And some people are arguing, well, why make it a movie anyway? Like the game already plays like a movie. Well, the game was designed to be a love letter to the horror genre and designed to feel like a movie. So it's full circle that the powers that be would be like, well, why don't we actually make a movie adaptation of Until Dawn? And I think they did a good job in terms of a lot of what's in the game, like the core aspects, having a group of characters with unique and interesting personalities that either mesh well together or clash against each other based off of the situations that they're dealing with and how they decide to tackle them. The butterfly effect system in terms of dialogue choices, interacting with certain objects, items, weapons, different paths that you take to get from point A to point B, and quickly reacting to situations and stuff. It's all in the movie, and they did a really good job of putting it in there. So, sorry, not sorry. I am a fan of the game. I've beaten the game. I love the game. And I love this movie. And even after seeing it 6 freaking times in a row, I'm still interested to see it again with new groups of people, with friends, with family members, etc. My coworkers. I work at a movie theater. We're gonna have a showing of it tonight once we close. So I'm sorry. I like the movie. It's good. I'm not saying you should blindly love this movie, but what I am saying is that you shouldn't blindly hate it either. Try to go in with an open mind and realizing it is an adaptation. It's not a one-to-one scale replica of the game. And it can't be that, and it shouldn't be that. What they did was fine. It was the only way they could do an adaptation of the game, in my opinion. And there's, like I said, there's still stuff there in the game, in the movie, from characters to creatures to subtle and not so subtle Easter eggs and references. It's all in there, and it's worth watching. Trust me. So hopefully more people going with an open mind instead of just blindly hating it and deciding that it's not Until Dawn simply because you're not getting the exact same location, characters, and story, which is silly to me. It's good. Check it out. And see if you can survive Until Dawn.